Hey everyone, today we're in front of Houston Glass Blowing and this is a glass pumpkin. Today, we're gonna be learning how to make this. We're also gonna be learning how glass is made, where they come from, and how we can turn glass into shapes like this. This is Miss Sally, the owner. Are you ready to get ionic, Miss Sally?
Let's get ionic.
Welcome to Ryan's World. Hiya, little gators. I was just cleaning up all of the Halloween decorations around the house before Mama gets home. Mama's gonna be so proud of me making sure the house is all neat and tidy and... Oh no! Mama's glass pumpkin! I've gotta make her a new one! But how do you make a glass pumpkin? I wonder if my friends at the Ionosphere can help. Come on, little gators! There's no time to waste.
Welcome back to today's episode. Today, we're gonna destroy this pumpkin. It's a perfect pumpkin.
Whoa!
Can't you go any faster?
Almost there.
Come on, Doc. You've been at this for hours. We're done decorating for Halloween. All it needs is your pumpkin. You don't really need my help for that, do you?
Patience, Gil. Another hour, and we'll have the perfect pumpkin.
Doc!
1 hour later.
I did it. I finished. It's the most beautiful thing I've ever created. I can't look at it. Yes, I can. No, I can't. Oh my gosh. All right. Are you ready to see it? Let's show the audience. And here is my piece of artwork. See ya. Here's my pumpkin.
Oh, Mr. Dr. Ion, I need some help! Oh, hey, Gil.
Oh, good. Thank you. Dr. Ion was kind of looking for something to do. I'm going now. Bye.
I broke my mama's glass pumpkin, and I need to make her a new one before she gets home.
It's not gonna be easy. What do you think, Gil? Gil?
How would you even make something out of glass anyway? If you bend glass, won't it break?
That's right, Gus. See, glass is a solid. Unlike gases or liquids, solids keep their shape no matter what container they're in.
It's hopeless? Oh, okay. Thanks anyway.
Wait, I didn't say it was hopeless. Yeah, glass is a solid, but it's what we call an amorphous solid.
Amorphous solid? What's that?
See, if a solid is amorphous, it means that the little tiny bits that make it up are a little bit looser than those that are a bit of a more solid.
I'm so confused.
And if amorphous solids get really hot, they get kind of goopy. And then you can shape them into...
A new glass pumpkin for Mama? Oh, please, 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 can you make me a new one?
I know someone who can make something better. Let's get ionic. And here is my little baby. Stop, you can't look at it. Oh my gosh. Shh, you're embarrassing me. Here we are, Glass Blowing Houston. If anyone can make Gus a new vase for his mom, it's these guys. All right, Miss Sally, are you ready to give us a quick tour?
I'd love to.
All right, let's go.
So we do a variety of things from the small scale like jewelry, which is really fused glass, but we do some with blown glass remnants. And then we do larger things like this beautiful seahorse that Patrick did. I'm a geologist, so I do things that look like lava flows and stratigraphy. We also have speckled trout done by Patrick Brown. And then we have a beautiful sink that I did. And then this is wonderful that my husband Michael Brown worked on. Then these are mostly products that we make so we can replicate these so people can order these from us. We have twisty cups and our rainbow glass, stemless glass. Then at rodeo time, we do cowboy hats.
Yeehaw, cowboy! Whoa, look, jellyfish. Aren't these amazing? Thanks for the tour, Mrs. Sally. Now it's time for Patrick to give us a tour of the shop.
So everything for us starts over here with the pipe warmer. All of these are used in making glass. The punties are used for making vessels. bit rods used for adding things to the glass, and then blowpipes to make any bubbles in the glass. From there, we're gonna take it over here to our furnace. This is where we store all of our clear glass. Our furnace is about a 300-pound furnace, and it holds all that glass stored at a temperature of around 2,000 degrees. Once we have a little bit of that glass, we're gonna bring it over here. We'll shape it up at any one of these workstations that we have set up, and you can see various tools to shape all the glass with. And then from there, we may have to reheat the glass. So we'll travel right back up here to our other furnace, our reheat furnace, and we'll stick the glass back in here to heat it back up. This just works like a big pizza oven, just like back at home, but this one's burning about 2,200 degrees Fahrenheit. From there, everything, once it's finished, is gonna go into an oven. That oven sits at about 940 degrees. Our oven's right over here, and I can open it up for you. You can see it's empty right now, but we're gonna put some stuff in it soon. From here, it sits at that 940 degree marker all day long. Once it finishes, about an hour after that, we can start turning the temperature down. Drops about 50 degrees an hour until it hits room temperature. Takes anywhere from 24 to 48 hours. And so you can see that, in a couple days, you're ready for pickup.
It's hot in here. I'm sweating. How about we pick out some colors with Patrick? Yeah?
Yeah, absolutely. So this is our color wall right here. We have all the colors that we offer here in the studio. Each one of these balls represents just one color. Even though you can see some of them have multiple colors on them. We do that because every color in here with glass is made from a metal oxide being added to the glass. Just like your gems and minerals found in nature, the same metal oxides actually color our glass here.
Oh, I wonder what colors Gus would like. Oh my gosh, duh, red and green. Let's choose those two colors. This red, and I like this green. These two.
Absolutely. So we'll get that set up and then we'll start working on our project.
Perfect, let's go. Whoa, these are such beautiful colors. So exactly what are they made of?
So all of our glass here has a metal oxide added to it to give it the color.
Yeah.
And here we're making iron oxide to make our green color and gold to make our red. It's actually one of the most expensive colors in glass because of that.
Wow, the most expensive color. And we're about to make some or use them.
So from here, we're gonna go get a blowpipe and we're gonna start gathering up a little glass from our furnace and start making this pumpkin. It's a hollow tube all the way through there. This allows for us to actually gather glass on the end here and then blow a little bubble in there in the center. Yeah, so we're just preheating the end of the rod. Glass really likes to stick to hot surfaces. And so we're gonna get this to about 1,000 degrees so we can get the glass to stick onto the end of our rod.
Well, it must be really hot, huh?
So inside here is about 2,200 degrees Fahrenheit.
That's very hot.
And this is where we store all of our clear glass. When it's full, it holds around 300 pounds. And we keep that at about 2,000 degrees. This keeps the glass more or less just like honey. So we can reach in, grab up just a little bit of it, and let any of the extra fall off inside. Once I've got glass on there, I'm gonna come out while I keep turning that pipe. If I don't turn, you can see pretty much instantly that glass wants to run down and run off the end. Always paying attention to the glass. From here, we're just gonna cool down the pipe a little bit so we can grab up higher.
Whoa, look at all that steam.
Yeah, so even right here, the glass is still about 2,000 degrees. We're gonna head over to this tabletop right behind you. As I come over here, I'm going to squeeze that glass off the end of the rod, shaping it up into a nice tapered or maybe bullet-like shape. And then once I have that shape, I'm gonna give this one puff and a cap to trap the air inside. We let that heat up and expand.
Whoa!
And that expansion drives our bubble out and forward through the glass. From here, I'm gonna have you come on over, take a seat, and take over. Now, on the outside, it's already turned into the glass that we know every day. If I come over here, already hard, right?
Right.
But if you put your hand over it, you'll feel it is just like a little oven. Whoa. Right? Still about 1,000 degrees.
I
So we're
feel
gonna-
the heat.
We'll go back in, we'll gather more glass on the outside of this, and
Yeah.
we can talk about how to add that color on the outside.
Neat.
So we reach back in, grab up a nice bit of glass, and you're gonna see that as we come out this time, we're gonna get a lot more glass.
After adding more glass, we cool the pipe off again so then I can take over and start dipping our glass into our color chips. I have to make sure when dipping the glass I get all sides covered. That way, our pumpkin is colored evenly all around. See how easily the glass squishes? That's because it's really, really hot.
I don't know if y'all can tell,
But this is actually heavy.
Yeah.
Once I get a good amount of chips on there, it's time to take them back into the oven and melt them into our glass. After our color chips have melted, we repeat the process and dip our glass again to get a second layer of color on our pumpkin. We then use this shaping tool to give our glass a more round shape. After another pump of air, it's time to go back in the oven. Our second layer of color has now fused with our glass. Once our glass is hot and soft again, we'll move it into this mold and give our pumpkin ridges. Back in the oven it goes. This next step is very important and requires good teamwork.
And so you can see it takes a village, right? So even though I'm doing all the shaping here, I need another person stop to just be air supply so that I can even inflate this object that we're making. Blow again. I've gone selectively cooling areas of our vessel so that we can end up with a nice pumpkin bake.
We need to repeat the process of heating up our glass and shaping it in order to get it the way we want it. Wow! Our glass is beginning to look more and more like a pumpkin.
I'm getting ready to break this away, and so I want to make sure that the whole thing's hot and moving just a little bit before we drop it off and add our stem onto the outside.
Eric prepares the glass for a pumpkin's stem. With just a few snips here and a few snips there, voila! Our pumpkin is ready for its stem.
Whoa. You can tell how hot it is by just how orange the color.
Yeah, so you can see it start to stretch.
Yeah.
As we stretch out our stem there, we're gonna finalize any shapes that we're gonna make on there.
Whoa. You make it look so easy.
Well, I've made a few of these before. So grab on, we cool that little end down right there, give it a little tap.
I'll just polish our pumpkin with this blowtorch and done. Gus is going to love his new glass pumpkin.
So from here, it's still about 1,000 degrees. So we put our hands over it, we'll feel it's very hot.
You might not be able to tell by just looking at it, but our glass pumpkin is still very hot. That's why Eric will be placing it in this oven to slowly cool it off. It's important to slowly cool off our pumpkin so that it doesn't break.
So what would happen if you don't put it in the oven and you just leave it at room temperature?
It's probably gonna pop. Well, we would let it sit out here.
Yeah.
Maybe 5 minutes later, we'd hear the shattering of glass, and then all of a sudden it would be in little pieces.
Wow. Alrighty, y'all. I just want to thank y'all so much for helping us make Gus' mom a new vase. I guess I can say I was blown away.
At the hottest place in town.
Alright, let's go show Gus.
Hey, little scientists, we finally took our pumpkin out of the oven, and I have a little surprise for you. Well, look at it. Look at the vibrant colors. Look at its shape. And look at these little ridges. It looks like a real pumpkin, right? Ooh, I cannot wait to show Gus this pumpkin. Let's go drop it off. Yeah? All right, let's go.
Oh, Mr. Dr. Ion hasn't gone back yet, and Mama will be home any minute. Huh? Wow, it's beautiful! From Dr. Ion and Sally, your friends at Glass Blowing Houston. Hooray! Mama's gonna love it! Thank you, Glass Blowers! I better go put it inside for her. Bye-bye, little gators! See you soon!